Welcome to Analysis Hole, the black hole to explore knowledge. Please like and subscribe for further notifications. Thank you. What is the title of the poem How Do I Love Thee, commonly referred to as? Answer is Sonnet 43. Question 2. Who is the author of the poem How Do I Love Thee? Answer Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Question 3. In which century was the poem How Do I Love Thee written? Answer is 19th century. Question 4. What poetic form does How Do I Love Thee follow? Answer. It is a sonnet written in Petrarchan or Italian sonnet form. How many lines are there in the poem How Do I Love Thee? Answer. There are 14 lines in the poem. What is the rhyme scheme of the poem How Do I Love Thee? The rhyme scheme of the poem is ABBA, ABBA, CDC, DCD. Question 7. What is the main theme of How Do I Love Thee? The main theme of the poem is the depth and intensity of love. What is the first line of the poem How Do I Love Thee? How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. What is the meaning of the phrase let me count the ways in the context of the poem? Answer. The phrase suggests that the speaker is going to enumerate the various ways in which they love the person addressed in the poem. Question 10. What does the speaker compare their love to in the poem? The speaker compares their love to the breadth, depth and height that their soul can reach. Question 11. What does the speaker claim they will love the addressee after death? The speaker claims that that their love will continue even after death, implying an eternal love. Question 12. Which word is repeated several times throughout the poem to emphasize the intensity of love? The word love is repeated several times. How does the speaker describe their love in terms of the afterlife? The speaker suggests that their love will grow and intensify in the afterlife. What does the speaker mean when they say, I shall but love thee better after death? The speaker means that their love will continue to increase and improve even after death. What kind of language does the poet use in How Do I Love Thee? The poet uses romantic and metaphorical language to express the depth of love. What are the examples of poetic devices used in the poem How Do I Love Thee? Examples of poetic devices used in the poem include simile, metaphor, repetition, and imagery. What is the significance of the title How Do I Love Thee? The title suggests that the speaker is going to explore and describe the many ways in which they love the addressee. In what way does the speaker express the eternal nature of their love? The speaker expresses the eternal nature of their love by stating that they will continue to love the addressee even after death. What emotions are evoked by the poem How Do I Love Thee? The poem evokes feelings of deep love, devotion, and an overwhelming sense of affection. How does the poet emphasize the magnitude of their love in the poem? The poet emphasizes the magnitude of their love by using grand metaphors and vivid imagery. What is the significance of the phrase I love thee freely in the poem? The phrase I love thee freely suggests that the speaker's love is unconditional and given without reservation. What does the poet mean by the line with my lost saints? Answer. The line with my lost saints refers to the speaker's loved ones who have passed away and now exist in the realm of saints. What is the tone of the poem How Do I Love Thee? The tone of the poem is passionate, intense, and reverential. How does the poem How Do I Love Thee explore the concept of love beyond the physical realm? The poem explores the idea that love transcends physical boundaries and continues to exist even after death. What does the speaker mean by the ends of being an ideal grace? The speaker suggests that their love reaches the highest and most divine levels of existence. Question 26. What does the poet imply by the line "I love thee" purely as the turn from praise? The poet implies that their love is not motivated by the desire for praise or reward, but is purely selfless. How does the poet convey the depth of their love in the poem? The poet conveys the depth of their love by using powerful imagery and emphasizing the limitless nature of their affection. What is the significance of the line "I love thee with the breath, smiles, tears of all my life"? The line suggests that the speaker's love encompasses every aspect of their existence and experience. What kind of love is depicted in the poem "How Do I Love Thee"? The poem depicts a deeply passionate and unconditional love. What role does faith play in the poem "How Do I Love Thee"? Faith is mentioned in the poem as the speaker refers to their love as something that springs from faith. What is the effect of the repetition of the phrase "I love thee" in the poem? The repetition of the phrase "I love thee" emphasizes the intensity and unwavering nature of the speaker's love. How does the poem "How Do I Love Thee" challenge traditional notions of love? The poem challenges traditional notions of love by suggesting that love can transcend physical boundaries and exist beyond death. What is the significance of line "I love thee" to the level of every day's most quiet need? The line suggests that the speaker's love is constant and fulfills even the simplest and most mundane needs of everyday life. What does the poet imply by the line "I love thee with the passion put to use in my old griefs"? The poet implies that their past experiences of grief and sorrow have intensified their capacity to love. How does the poet describe the intensity of their love in relation to their own existence? The poet describes their love as sometimes that encompasses their entire being and defines their purpose in life. What does the poet imply by the line "I love thee with the breath, smiles, tears of all my life"? The poet implies that their love is all encompassing and expressed through every breath, smile, and tear throughout their lifetime. How does the poem "How Do I Love Thee" celebrate the power of love? The poem celebrates the power of love by demonstrating its ability to transcend time, physical limitations, and even death. What is the significance of the line "I love thee with the love I seem to lose with my lost saints"? The line suggests that the speaker's love for the addressee has renewed their capacity to love after experiencing loss. How does the poem "How Do I Love Thee" exemplify the romantic era of literature? The poem exemplifies the romantic era through its exploration of intense emotions, individual expression, and the power of love. What is the impact of the poem "How Do I Love Thee" on the reader? The poem leaves a profound impact on the reader, evoking a sense of awe, admiration, and a deep appreciation for the power of love. How does the poet use natural imagery in the poem "How Do I Love Thee"? The poet uses natural imagery to evoke a sense of expansiveness and timelessness in the portrayal of love. What is the significance of the line "I love thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach"? The line suggests that the speaker's love knows no bounds and extends as far as their soul can reach. How does the poet convey the eternity of love in the poem "How Do I Love Thee"? The poet conveys the eternity of love by stating that their love will continue to grow and flourish even in the afterlife. How does the poem "How Do I Love Thee" reflects the poet's personal experiences? The poem reflects the poet's personal experiences of love, loss, and the depth of emotions she has encountered in her own life. What is the significance of the line "I love thee with the breath, smiles, tears of all my life"? The line suggests that the speaker's love is all encompassing and has been present throughout the entirety of their existence. How does the poet elevate the concept of love to a spiritual and transcendent level? Answer: the poet elevates love to a spiritual and transcendent level by suggesting that it exists beyond the physical realm and is connected to the divine. What is the impact of the poem "How Do I Love Thee" in the context of Victorian literature? The poem has a significant impact of Victorian literature, challenging societal norms and emphasizing the power of individual expression and love. How does the poem "How Do I Love Thee" explore the concept of immortality? The poem explores the concept of immortality by suggesting that love can exist and flourish beyond the boundaries of mortal life. How does the poet express the idea of love as a transformative force in the poem? The poet expresses the idea of love as a transformative force by implying that their love has healed their past griefs and given them a renewed sense of purpose. And last question: what makes the poem "How Do I Love Thee" a timeless and enduring piece of literature? Answer: the poem's universal themes of love, its profound emotional depth, and its beautifully crafted language make it a timeless and enduring piece of literature.